Guys, I gotta tell you, things just haven't felt the same. They've not felt right since LG exited the mobile phone market. LG was always so much fun. They were always one of my favorite manufacturers around. And we've got some kind of somewhat bad news. I know it's weird to say, like, what's the bad news about LG phones? They're still not making them? Well, yeah, that still continues to be bad news. But I've got a report here from 9 to 5 Google, kind of laying out the roadmap of what updates have been coming. Because so far, LG, despite the fact that they're not putting out new phones, they've been doing a pretty good job of getting updates rolled out. Android 12 rolled out to devices that they put out before exiting the phone world. So let's look at this report here now. LG has at this point rolled out Android 12 to the LG Velvet, which if you don't remember, I thought LG Velvet looked really, really good. I think Samsung thought LG Velvet looked really good too, because they've pretty much, you can't tell me that they didn't just rip off the LG Velvet for their latest phones. I know that they did. Look at it. And that's a good looking phone, right? I think that is a good looking phone. And in the white color, if this will load, I think it looks absolutely excellent. This is extraordinarily slow. Very, very slow. Look at all these broken links. There you go. Kind of an aura white color. Really, really good. And they've actually rolled out Android 12 to this thing, despite the fact that they don't make the thing anymore. But what's weird here is that the last two devices that they put out, the LG V60 Thin Q, which is this guy here, which could actually be purchased with a dual screen case. Come on. That device, as well as the LG Wing, which is an exceptionally weird device. A phone that could slide around sideways like that. Again, I just can't help but state that we really are missing LG right now. We're in this golden age of experimental phone designs, and the company that made dual screen cases and that made devices like this aren't here to take part anymore, and it hurts my heart. Those two devices are not listed on this roadmap as being in line to get Android 12 anytime soon. The ones that they've posted here are the LG V50, the V50S, and the Q92. I believe the Q92 is like one of their more budget-minded devices. So in some ways, this is some good news, right? Because if you had just bought the LG V50, which was a pretty solid device, you've got that kind of, bathtub notch up there at the top that I don't think anybody likes. And eventually, they're going to show me the back of the thing. A camera module there in the back, which I believe was a no-bump camera module. There you go. This was a pretty solid phone. If you bought that thing, well, you're going to be getting Android 12 in the following weeks in Q2 of 2022, which is coming up very, very soon. But strangely, V60 and Wing not included on this roadmap. That is very strange. Now, we do need to mention here that LG does have a enhance your phone security update listed for LG Wing coming in Q2, but that sounds like a security patch. That does not sound like an overall update. Now, and again, I also have to point out the fact that they're not making phones anymore. So the fact that they've performed as admirably as they have perhaps should have been taken as sort of a pleasant surprise instead of something that we were going to need to be expecting in terms of the Wing, the V60, and these other devices. It's just extremely disappointing that basically what it feels like to me is what we've seen with these last updates probably are updates that have been in the works for a while. The V50's been out for a while, so they probably already devoted some resources to that. So they said, well, let's finish it and then roll it out. But the V60, the Wing, perhaps Android 12 work had not been started at all, or maybe it was very early on, and they said, we're not going to start it now. These devices are effectively dead on their late arrival if you should be purchasing them now. They're not going to be getting any more substantial updates, and that's just really depressing because truly, fully, LG is breathing its last gasps in the world of smartphones. One of my favorite phones of all time was the LG G5. Do you remember this thing? You could pull the bottom off here and load in these weird modules. You could remove the battery. There was a module with a big camera bump that you could like grip. It's a grip, not a camera bump. You could grip it, and there's a shutter button or a massive DAC you could plug into the bottom of it, a 3D camera. LG has always been so fun, and we are really, truly now watching them take their last gasps as a phone manufacturer. There are some of these phones still kicking around there, though, to be purchased. You can get an LG Wing from Amazon for $300 now. And I mean, you can make the argument that that's a pretty good phone for $300. You want a dual screen experience, right? Have a video up here, a text message going on down there, whatever you want to be doing, or maybe you're using it for your camera. You're going to film and video while holding it upright, like it's its own gimbal. Basically, there's some really good stuff with LG Wing, but the thing you got to keep in mind is you're not going to get any more substantial updates. Maybe these prices will continue to come down. Who knows? Maybe they'll go the other way. Maybe they'll get really expensive because they're going to be so rare. You can grab a V60 for $344. That's a really good phone for $340. But again, no more updates are going to be coming. Maybe you could grab one of these in a dual screen case. I know for a long time, people were buying the G8 with the dual screen case at really low prices as well. This is just depressing, and I've waxed poetically about it long enough. It'll honestly be really interesting to see if other companies can step in and fill this niche. We've seen Motorola really making some waves here and beginning to creep up and past where LG used to be with their market share. Maybe not past where they used to be, but they're kind of encroaching on LG's old market share territory with their edge devices and the stuff that they're doing with their DeX competitors. So maybe this will open up the market and another competitor can slide in and kind of do the LG thing. But I doubt that anyone is going to do it with the flourish, the creative flourish and creativity in general that LG had for so many years. Share your LG stories in the comments down below as we again watch the last gasps from LG Mobile. Guys, thanks for watching today's video. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.